Good morning, world. It's me out first thing in the morning, day 3 of my 70 hard. This is my first exercise, which is the walk in the morning, which I'm doing outside. Amazing, when I started out about half hour, 40 minutes ago, it was pitch dark, and then within no time at all, it got light, and there was the most amazing sunrise this morning. Really golden, all the colours in the sky. Sort of gives you hope and promise of what's to come, and that in a crazy sort of way that the winter has been extended a little bit into September and October. I guess things will be different next month when the clocks change, they go back, and it's sort of dark pretty well all the time. So I'm so sort of privileged and honoured to be able to get out these last few mornings and enjoy the temperature, enjoy the colours, enjoy the light, because it's such a lovely light morning. And now, as I'm trekking back home, I've come through the woods, going down a driveway rather than going the main road, because I didn't realise how busy the roads get already first thing in the morning. People going to work, you tend to see the same sort of cars, lorries, vans, buses in exactly the same sort of places. Yes, and I know we all moan, but about doing things or having discipline or commitments, but we are, after all, creatures of habit and routine. And I know, speak for myself, if I don't have any habit and routine, I get a pot, I get a jelly. I start having bad habits. I lay in later, I'll eat more food, I'll drink more, and generally get lazy, which is not what I want wired to be or wired to do, and I always feel worse afterwards. So making a commitment to sort my health out and going out this Monday first thing has been a huge difference, because through my regime I'm drinking more water, which I don't usually do. I guess I'm still drinking the amount of coffee. I've got to try and, I think, find my MCT oil, which is sort of really good for energy, which is like I think something to do with coconuts. They sort of drain it and do it, and it gives you energy, and it's like brilliant. It's like based on the guy who went to Tibet and up the mountains and sort of was introduced to bulletproof coffee, which is coffee with butter, which sounds disgusting and horrendous, but it's amazing. The kick you get from it is also amazing. It really sort of fires you up and gets either fires you up in the morning or 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon when you're having a dip. It sort of regenerates you, gives you a reset, and sort of helps you get through the last little bit, which is really, really good and very, very helpful in this modern day where life just doesn't seem to stop. It's just on and on. Everybody wants a piece of you, everybody wants your time, everybody wants your help, everybody wants your money, everybody wants something from you. Very rarely do you get anybody ringing you up wanting to give you something. It's normally they want something in return. I get what's it? I think I was sort of listening to the other day, the law of reciprocity, if I've said that right. Basically, they give you small things, and psychologically then later on they can ask you for a really big thing, which you kind of feel obliged to do. It's all psychology. It's funny how we're all sort of wired and really all sort of the same, and live on the reward system, the dopamine systems, the different sort of nervous system and all the rest of it. And it's only recently that I'm getting to realise how complicated everything is, and that people who don't desire sort of believe in anything, whatever label you put on it, because I believe that God, Allah, Buddha, Krishna, whatever name you use, are such heavily loaded words. So I like to call it, for the purpose of this conversation, the creator, the all, the consciousness, because I think that sort of resonates with everybody. And when you realise, you look around, and I look around this morning, the rest of it, I'm thinking, well, there must be a design. None of this is coincidence, none of this is an accident. Look at those lovely trees, and the rest of it's still lovely. There's the pub, in front, I think you can see it now, the old bell, where we go with the boys once a month to have some tucker and a drink. I normally have, because I don't really drink, I normally have a pint of blackcurrant lemonade, which I really look forward to, which takes me back to childhood and reminds me of Ribena. But my mum was a stickler for detail. She would only buy the tooth kind one, but the irony is today I've got to go and have a tooth out. So how crazy is that I'm thinking about that, and I've been in agony for the last day. But my dentist is brilliant. I went yesterday and he's fit me in this morning, and my partner's agreed to drive me because I'd be in a bit of discomfort afterwards, which I'm blessed to have her, because she's looking after me really well, and always very thoughtful and always very considerate, and always puts our family first, especially the boys. She's the most amazing, incredible, loving, caring mother that anybody could help, and we are also blessed to have her. Sometimes I joke with her that as I'm a little bit older than her, that she'll be changing 4 nappies. Oh, sorry, should I say 3 nappies? Look at that, I can't even count. So the old memory's going as well. It's madness, sheer madness. What are you playing at, John? Pull yourself together, man. Pull yourself together, get a grip on yourself. So yeah, I'm walking up the road here. Really good. I'm going to try and do 10 minutes, which I've been doing every morning, which a little bit of a rant, a little bit of a bit of a rant, bit of a rave. My thoughts, my feelings, what's sort of going on in my life, how I'm sort of coping or struggling, what my coping strategies are, and generally, the good things as well, because I think it's so easy to dwell on the negative stuff or the bad stuff that you forget to enjoy and be present for the rest of it, which really should take up real estate in your head, because that's what it's all about. And it's easy to whinge and moan all the time, but if it's constructive and it motivates you, then that's a good thing. But it doesn't always, I don't think. So I guess I just have sort of real mixed emotions half the time. I'm sort of so volatile at the moment, and I guess that's because I've come to a complete crossroads in my life, where my sort of job of after 30 years come to an abrupt end, and the rug was pulled from underneath my feet. So my sort of the whole social life, my time, my energy, which is used up there, I feel lost, because I don't sort of have a purpose. But sort of tinkering with doing some eBay reselling has been good. Where I was fearful of doing the pictures and writing the things, I realised so many different arms and bits to it. I've actually mastered a lot of it and made, surprisingly, quite a few good sales. And really sort of learn on the job and realise that failure is just a part of success, and not to consider it as failure, but consider it as a feedback, which then helps me improve going forward and gives me the confidence to try other things as well. But I'm really happy with that, and I should really get my arse into gear and give that more commitment, as I have lots of stuff already. I'm in a very fortunate position that because I've been a hoarder most of my life, I got enough clothes there, some of them probably 25, 30 years old. And the beauty is that vintage, retro, 90s stuff is sort of done full circle and come into demand, and people want it because the stuff was unique, it was stylish, and most importantly, it was all well made. There actually was some care that went into things, and people worried about what they sold, so it had the longevity, whether it be white goods, whether it be cars, whether it be clothes, wherever it was made better. Now everything's done to a price. Not just that, it's got like a built-in obsolescence, because obviously if things last too long, these companies are not going to sell any more product, and they're not going to make any more money. So all you're doing ultimately is then also feeding the consumer machine through their clever marketing and their clever tricks and clever wanting, say, well, if you want this to make you happy and all the rest of it, and it just goes on and on and on, whether it be phones, whether it be computers, whether it be cars, whatever it may be. you look at these things and they're amazing. They blow your mind-blowing things, especially technology, and you wonder how they're going to improve on it or make it better. But they do. They seem to find new stuff and new bells, new whistles, new things on it that I guess I'm still using, recording this on my partner's older iPhone, which is probably 5-6 years old, but it works. It does everything I want it to do. Yeah. So while it's working, it does everything. Why do I need to go and spend more money on something else? And this end up probably being landfill or update it or just obsolete. But until that time, I should continue using this because it does get bashed by the kids. They do throw it about and all the rest of it. So I'm not so sort of too precious about it, which is brilliant. But I guess that's so if I had a really expensive phone, I'd be pretty peed off. I'm pretty upset if it got dinged or bent or whatever. But it's like everything. If you have an old, even with a car, if you're an old jalopy, an old banger, nobody sort of hits it, scratches it or touches it. You buy a new car and within weeks or days somebody's opened a door in it or somebody's touched it or you've curbed the wheel, all the rest of it, and it's just the craziest sort of thing, which makes you sort of realise that when you're relaxed and you don't care about things, nothing happens. And when you're sort of thinking the worst, that you sort of manifest that. So why think that? But we have sort of a bias towards that, and we are wired differently. I guess that's just the human condition. Wow, I normally only do 10 minutes in the morning, but today I've sort of gone over. I'm nearly 12 minutes in and sort of lost myself this morning. I guess I'm enjoying doing this process because it's helping with my healing and everything else. But what a morning, what a beautiful morning. So world, all I do is bid you lots of love, light and blessings, and everybody keep happy. Amen, amen and amen.